Batman Contingency Plan. Codename, Cold Case. Alias Mr. Freeze, Victor Freeze. Powers. Cryogenic technology, freeze gun, enhanced strength through his exosuit, immunity to most toxins, cold-based environments. Plan. Mr. Freeze relies on cold environments and cryotech, which makes him predictable. To defeat him, I'll disrupt his tech and control the battlefield's temperature, using heat-based devices to weaken his freeze gun and suit. His exosuit grants strength, but limits his speed, so I'll use mobility and stealth to outmaneuver him, targeting weak points in his suit. I must make sure to wear my armor that I designed to combat Freeze, as I can become susceptible to extreme cold temperatures, especially over a long, drawn-out fight. If needed, I'll deploy cryo grenades to freeze his suit or thermal disruptors to destabilize his systems. Freeze isn't a true villain. He seeks to find the means to save his wife Nora, so potentially agreeing to help him in that regard may cause us to avoid a fight altogether. But if he still wants to throw down, I am not scared of a little snow. Batman Villain Contingency Plan. Codename No Strings. Alias the Ventriloquist, Arnold Wesker, and Scarface. Powers. Wesker suffers from a split personality, with Scarface being the dominant ruthless persona. While Wesker is meek and submissive, Scarface is violent and calculating, using Wesker's hands to enforce his will. Without Scarface, Wesker is mentally unstable and loses the ability to act decisively. Plan. To defeat Wesker, I'll target his psychological dependence on Scarface. The first step is separating the puppet from the man. Scarface can be removed from Wesker's grasp. Once separated, Wesker's will crumbles, and he becomes powerless as he is just an old man. If he is keeping his distance or in a location that is laced with traps, we can simply engage him in conversation will further break down his mental state, disorienting him. Stripping Wesker of Scarface destroys his violent tendencies, allowing for a non-violent apprehension. I don't really want to have to body this old man who got a hand puppet, but that little puppet be talking shit, so I'm gonna need the ones irregardless when all is said and done. Batman Villain Contingency Plan. Codename Alice in Wonderland. Alias Jervis Tetch, Mad Hatter. Powers. Jervis Tetch is a genius hypnotist using mind-controlling hats for his criminal schemes, driven by his obsession with Alice in Wonderland. Plan. Disabling Tetch's mind control tech is crucial. I'll use EMP devices or sonic disruptors to short-circuit his hats. Physically weak, Tetch relies on technology for defense. Once his gadgets are down, I'll engage him in close combat. I'll use noise-canceling tech to block his hypnosis attempts. With his control gone, I can easily apprehend him and ensure he receives psychiatric care. As a bonus, I'll bring Oliver along, beat him down, and tell the League that Hatter had him under mind control. I'll mention I had to break several ribs to free him, just to see the look on Oliver's face. Batman Villain Contingency Plan. Codename Scarecrow. Alias Dr. Jonathan Crane. Powers. Scarecrow manipulates and terrifies his victims using fear toxins and psychological tactics, exploiting their deepest fears to become a formidable threat. Plan. Scarecrow's strength is psychological warfare, so I'll inoculate myself with an antitoxin before confronting him. Equipped with a rebreather and full protective gear to guard against any fear toxin attacks, I'll approach Crane cautiously. His reliance on fear often leaves him overconfident and vulnerable to direct combat. I'll neutralize his toxin delivery systems using EMPs and destroy any hidden gas canisters. Without his fear-inducing weaponry, Crane is a weak physical combatant, allowing me to subdue him quickly. He thrives on fear, but I don't scare easily. Batman Villain Contingency Plan. Codename Coin Flip. Alias Harvey Dent, also known as Two-Face. Powers. Skilled strategist and expert marksman. His split personality, driven by chance and his iconic coin, often dictates his decisions. Two-Face's reliance on his coin for decision-making is his greatest weakness. I'll manipulate this by rigging his coin with a magnetic device, ensuring it always lands on a specific side, forcing him to make a predictable decision. As a joke, I'll goad him into a deal. Every time the coin lands on heads, I get to punch him in the face. If tails, he gets to hit me. Suffice to say, that shit gonna land on heads every time. Once subdued, I'll look into a way to get rid of Harvey's villainous persona, as Gotham needs its White Knight back fighting the good fight. Batman Villain Contingency Plan. Codename the Penguin. Alias Oswald Cobblepot. Powers. Oswald Cobblepot, the Penguin, is a cunning criminal mastermind in Gotham. Despite his small stature, he wields intelligence, wealth, and illegal weaponry, often using his trick umbrella in combat. Plan. Cobblepot's influence is his greatest strength, so I'll dismantle his criminal empire from the inside, using my alter ego, Matches Malone, isolating him from his allies and resources. With his operations in disarray, Penguin will be forced into direct confrontation. His umbrella may be dangerous, but I'm familiar with its multiple functions, whether guns, blades, or gas, so I'll disable it with precision batarangs. Without his network or weapons, Penguin's small stature and weak physicality will leave him vulnerable to a swift takedown. Cobblepot is too valuable as an informant, so I'll ensure he's captured alive for questioning.